We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
What's going on, people of Radio Land? It's the one and only DJ Fred Malone, man. How you guys doing? Chicago 77.3, the best place to be at on any day, really. I hope your holidays were doing good. I did pretty okay, man. Had a couple ham. Well, look, I'm getting away of the turkey because it's like it just seems like people don't want turkey no more. I don't know what it is, but people just don't want turkey. So we ate some ham, greens, of course. So I made stuffed mac and cheese and everything else like that. And then I tried something different. I tried corn casserole. You might want to try that, man. Good sweet stuff right there. But coming into it, man, and you guys know I had to come in with the holidays with a bang. And you guys know at the end of the year, I had to bring in somebody or people who are really dope and do what they do. I got the guy, man, from Izzy from the Twitch band, man. What's going on?
Hey, how are you doing there? How's Chicago? How's it going in Chicago?
Cold. It's very, very cold, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast in Vancouver, Canada, and it's starting to get there. We're getting the frost and the cold now.
Yeah, man. I wish I could be there right now, man. So, I want my people to get to listen to you guys and everything that you guys got going on. So, Izzy, how did this all start out for you, the band?
Well, we first started off with just a couple of guys in the band who we all grew up together, went to high school and stuff, and started playing in bands. And next thing you know, we started getting into the songwriting, and it went from there, right? And then from there, we just started reaching out to people like you all over the planet, and it started taking off. And made connections down in Los Angeles. And stuff with some really cool people and Australia, and then that's how that started. That's
amazing, man. That's what's up. So just in case people who don't know, tell them about the band name and then the origin of the name.
Yeah, well, the band name came from us where we were noticing when we're playing the music, especially playing for people at concerts and shows and stuff, that they were moving around a lot. They were jiving to the music and playing to, dancing to the music. So what we thought was, we got to come up with a name that contributes to the music. And right away we came up with the, twitching and moving. And the music makes you move and makes you groove and makes you feel good. So that's where that origin came from doing some live shows and seeing how people, got off on the music. And then from there, we expanded with writing the music.
I like this, man. That's what's up. So you had to describe your sound. How would the sound be? Like, what if somebody, if you're describing it, how would it go?
Yeah. That's interesting. Just about a couple months ago, we did a bunch of shows locally in Vancouver, and we had some people coming up to us afterwards, and they were saying, how, he says, you guys are really interesting. What you sound like psychedelic goth. We went like, oh, that's interesting. So we don't even know if that's a genre. So it's sort of like, psychedelic music, I guess, maybe more like, from the 60s and stuff, that kind of influence, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, that kind of stuff. And then from there, adding in, of course, the rootsy more flavor of blues rock, that kind of thing that we grew up with and stuff like that. And I guess it's kind of a haunting sound too, right? So I guess that's where the goth came in, right? From the 80s and 90s. So it was kind of interesting. Yeah, that's what they're coining us as a goth, we call it psychedelic goth. So I don't even know if that's a term. I know. I thought that was my manager liked it. He went like, oh, I never heard of that before. I says, well, hey, we're going to take it and run with it, right?
Yeah, I mean, and when I listen to and we're going to get to the song, the end song, but I really enjoyed the fact that it kind of brings you back to it. Like for me, it has like an '80s feel, but then it has like a modern take on it.
Yes, exactly what we're trying to do. You nailed it. That's that '80s sound sort of creeps into our music a little bit, and then we have a more modern edge because I would think we're we're writing for today. You know what I mean? Like today's situation. The subject matter is even about, you know, the times we live in, how tumultuous it can be these days. You know, how things are all over the place, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, I understand. Trust me, because I want to ask you this: is it hard to navigate that within the times now? I know, in the 80s, 90s, to even early 2000s, artists seemed like they had more not free will, because people could do whatever, but it just seems like because of how people are so sensitive now, how do you integrate that into does that affect songwriting at all?
Yeah, it doesn't with us. You know, it's kind of funny. We just finished writing in the last 4 months. We wrote 8 songs.
Okay.
Haven't done that in a long time. Eight. I don't know how many of them are any good, but you know, we wrote 8 songs, and it's just like, you know, it just comes out of us. So we don't. How can I say? We don't let other people affect what we're doing. You know, in a sense, it's just like we're in a little bubble. So there's 7 of us in the band. Okay. And it's just that little bubble, right? And that bubble of us. And we just seem to roll with it, right? Yeah,
that's real. I like that, man. Speaking on you, Izzy, tell my listeners a little bit about you, man. Like, where'd you? I know originally West Coast and everything, but born and raised West Coast.
Yes, born and raised on the West Coast. Yep.
Music wise, who were you listening to?
Everything when I was a little kid. So I live what they call in East Vancouver. We're on the east side of Vancouver. Okay. And we have a place down here called the Pacific National Exhibition. And that place is where they have, like, you know, concerts. They have big the hockey arenas, or, you know, football arena, stadium and everything. They have all the stuff there. And growing up as a kid. And they also had like a summer fair, right? Yeah. And so it was very cool. So it's like, you know, it's been around since the 1920s, this fair. So it's going a long time. So you could go to concerts. When I was a little kid, you know, I was going to concerts when I was like 10 years old, right? You know, and you know, my parents let me go because it was very close. I lived 2 blocks away. So I could go with a friend or two. And concerts back then, you know, they were cheap, right? They weren't like now. Yeah. You could go to a concert for $5, you know. I'm serious.
Yeah. $10, you could bring you in a date.
Yes. Yeah. No shit. I mean, like back then, you know, I was saying to somebody the other day, I went and saw Stevie Wonder and the Rolling Stones. I paid $7.
Wow. But just think about that, man. Just think Stevie Wonder and how that impactful would, like, that mega stardom is right in front of you at your fingertips, man. And that today would have probably cost thousands.
Yeah. I mean, the Rolling Stones last summer, I went with one of my friends. They came to Vancouver. I'd seen them for a while. We decided to go. $700. I paid $750.
Wow.
At 72, I paid $700 this time. It was just like,
that's crazy,
insane, right? It was just like, you know, it was just like, wow, you know, you're right. Nowadays, megastars, it'd be just huge, you know?
Yeah.
Ticket prices are just outrageous right now. They're really bad.
Yeah, they definitely is, man. I want to get into, man, the end of the world and the single that you guys are pushing right now. Now, let's talk about this. And I know, and when I listen to it, that's the song that made me feel like, okay, it's that 80s feel, but I like the take that you guys came on to it. So let's talk about the track. How did this all come about?
Well, we started the guitar we have 2 guitar players. Paul and I put the song together. I had an idea I had down on my keyboard, and I was playing keyboards, and I came up with it and showed it to Paul. Paul started transposing to what he wanted, and then it grew from there. Everybody in the band started listening to the song, started adding their parts, and then the lyrics and everything. I sat down with one of our girls in our band, Emily, and I sing together. And so Emily and I sat down, and she put the lyrics. Emily actually wrote the lyrics because she listened to what I had to say. This is the theme. This is what I'm getting out of this, you know. And it was based on like, you know, like, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer about things, but, you know, like, I'm sure you see this in Chicago too. We do in Vancouver and 8 big cities now.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of, you know, people on the street, you know, homeless people and stuff like that. A lot of sadness, and that alone inspired me, because I feel so bad for the people that are on the streets, you know. And we have a section in East Vancouver that is the poorest section in Canada.
Wow.
And so it's about a 10 block radius. It's getting bigger. And there's people, you know, drugs, really bad shape, you know, and it's just heavy crime and really bad. It was like New York was, you know, like all those years back. And
wow.
Vancouver's like that, one little section, you know. So because Vancouver's growing, it's become a big city, you know. Like, it's not like it's like you guys. It's not as big as you guys, but it's a big city now, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on. So I had that. We were talking about that, because when we do a gig, you know, we have to go through that part of town sometimes, and when you go by there, you feel the humanity, you know. You feel really bad, and you just wish things weren't like that. So we wanted to send that out to everybody, not to bring people down, but, you know, to say, hey, you know, there's a lot of crap going on, and we need to pay attention to that, and draw some, you know, try to make something positive out of, try to turn that negative into a positive, you know.
No, I respect that though, man. I think a lot of times, you know, having good perspective music, and I call it perspective music because a lot of times people don't see it from the different light. And I like the fact that you bring that to it.
Yeah. You know, you see that, and I mean, you know, I don't know if you know, like you guys on the East Coast there too. You had in the summertime, you get the fires. You know, we had a lot of fires. LA, they had the big fire. Yeah. The same here in Vancouver. We got, you know, we have like the interior of the country, and it has tons of forest and desert, and it's catching on fire too. And, you know, and there's, so you come to the city and you can smell the smoke, you know, because it's drifting down into Vancouver, or down across the line in Seattle, because we're 3 hours away from Seattle, and you can catch it there, you know. And that kind of, people start going like, what's going on with the planet, right? So when we sat down, we thought, we want to send a message to people, like, you know, things will get better, but we have to pay attention to what's happening to us, right? Because I think sometimes we got blinders on, we're not paying attention.
That's real. I think, and I like that too, because I think, like I said, man, we need music that like it tells the times for what it is, and there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, yo, man, this is how we see it, and from what I look outside my door, this is what I see.
Yes.
So,
yeah, exactly. You nailed it. Yeah, exactly. You got it. You can see the picture that I'm trying to bring across. And so, and plus the song, if you notice, it's 8 minutes long, right?
Yeah.
It's really long. Like, people don't write songs that long anymore, because attention spans aren't that long, right?
Yeah. And I think too is that you're a fan of music, and you're a fan of that genre. Even if you're a fan, just a good fan of music. I think for me, I've always been a fan of music. So I've always liked music that tells me a story on, hey, this is what it is, and I can respect that. I wanted to ask you guys this: when doing these songs, or how are the arrangements going? Like, how is that conversation? Because I always wondered when people have bands and they have multiple people who do this and do that, how does that arrangement go? Like, do you guys kind of just start with like the drum pattern and just build from there? Or is it a riff? Or where do we go as far as the arrangement?
Yeah, sometimes you're right. See, sometimes it is a band. Sometimes it is a riff. Sometimes it's a melody line. And sometimes, the drummer will lay down a groove, and we set the tone, right? So it varies, you know. It just varies on the emotional feel. Like the other night, I think we were doing a show, and the song came on that I had on my phone, had it plugged into the PA, and it was a band called, I forget the name of the band, Backbeat Saints. And it was kind of like a very bluesy rock kind of voodoo sound, right? Like, you know, like a Jimi Hendrix sort of mix. And the guys in the band started, they all started like coming up with ideas for another song. They were going like, listen to this. Then afterwards, like three of them going like, the two guitar players and the keyboard player going like, look what I got, and hey, did you get that? They got really influenced by it, right? It really turned them on. The track turned them on. And I was like, wow, okay. And it was very interesting how that came about, right? It just came about by accident, by them hearing a band they never heard and was influenced by that sound. And they just said, okay, we're going to have to write a song around this, So that was very cool. It just happened like that. And then when we do our arrangements, we go into a recording studio, our friend's studio, and he's our producer too. We've been producing with Bill Buckingham. He's in Vancouver, and he's won a bunch of big awards in Canada and in the States. So we work with Bill, and Bill is really good. You wouldn't believe, he's super talented engineer producer. So we work with Bill, and he'll listen to the tune, and he'll work with us in the studio and put it out, right? So we trust Bill. We've been with Bill for about maybe 8-9 years now.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I like this. This is what's up. Now, is this a single? We're just doing singles right now. Are we doing EPs, albums?
Yeah, just singles right now. We tend to just do the singles because we tend to focus just on one song and get it as best we can.
That's right.
That's how we've been doing it. But I mean, like I said, we'll have like maybe 7 or 8 brand new tunes. We'll play them live. They may not be all recorded, but we'll play them live so we can get used to them and get tighter with them and in the feel, and maybe change them too. We've changed songs right on the, start playing it and then go back into rehearsal and go, why don't we change this like this? Put the chorus here, do the verse here. We switch things around. And then that way, if we go into the studio, we have something to present to the producer, right?
That's real. I like it. It's definitely good to have. Now, I know you guys came a long way with the band and everything with Twitch. Let's talk about this, man, in the future. I know we're coming down to the end of the year. Have you did all the goals that you would like to do in 25? And then what do you hope to see for 26 and moving forward?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, no, we reached quite a few goals this last year. We wanted to do, especially in the summer months and later early fall, we wanted to travel and do festivals, do more outdoor shows. Outdoor shows is, I guess, the way to put it. And we did succeed. We got like maybe 6 or 7 more outdoor shows than we did the year before. So it's growing. We like to play outside. We just love it in the summer months, and in early fall when it's warm. It's great, and then in the winter months we'll go indoors, right? So we're starting to do that more like that. And hopefully next year we can travel a little bit more. We're starting to look at that, because we used to tour a lot before. We used to come down to see you guys down south. We used to play a lot in LA. We love LA, San Francisco, Seattle, on the West Coast, Las Vegas, Arizona, and all over the place. We love it. So, we want to get back to it. We love to come back down your way because, one thing about you guys, and I'm not just saying it's not blowing smoke up anybody's butt, but the truth of it is that this is the music that we play is because you guys down there created that, and we inspire to that. So when we play down in LA and play the Whiskey a Go-Go and places like that are historical places, right? We get the vibe. We get the vibe from the people, right? And everybody treats us with such respect, and we love it. So we love coming down there.
That's what's up, man.
It's a great place. We want to come back to you.
That'd be cool, man. I definitely would join in on the jam.
Yeah. No, we love everything about it. Chicago, I mean, you said you got blues. Look at what you got. The great blues. We love blues, right?
Definitely, man.
We love.
Well, I'm excited for you guys, man. I really am. Where can the people find you if they want to, check you guys out, or when's the next performance? With info?
Well, we do some local shows, and they'll be streamed live. They'll be on Facebook. They'll be on YouTube. They'll be on streamed live. We stream all our shows, so every show gets streamed, and we're on TikTok. We're on all the big sites, Twitch site. We're on all of them, and so we got like 60,000 followers on TikTok alone right now, right?
That's
So it's growing, and that's because we stream all the shows, you know, and we give the music away. We play for free. We don't charge.
That's
you know,
amazing.
when the gigs are different. We get paid at our shows, but I mean, the streaming is free. We don't.
Yeah.
You can go online. You can catch us on the website on the shows, and you can see the show live, or you can see it afterwards. You know.
That's amazing. I like.
And we got a show on. We got a show in Vancouver on Wednesday night. This Wednesday at the Roxy. It's not the Roxy in LA, but it's the Roxy in Vancouver. And downtown Vancouver, and then we got one in East Vancouver where we live called the Princeton Hotel, and it's one of the last live venues in the city. So we're playing there too.
That's what's up. I like this,
on
man.
Friday night.
And real quick, just for people that didn't get it, where can the people find you on Instagram and everything?
Instagram too. You can. I think it's on Twitch. You can check it out on Instagram, on Twitch, and so you get us on all of them. All of them. Like I said, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Redbook, you name it. We're on all of them.
Hey, that's what it is, man. Make sure you guys go check out End of the World, man, by Twitch and hear the lovely sounds that they got going on. And I really do appreciate this, Iggy, man. This has been a pleasure talking to you and everything. And don't be a stranger, man.
No, I'll keep in touch with you. Let's talk again soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the one and only DJ. Oh, before you go, I always ask people if they can do a shout out for me. Can you say your name? And I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
Yeah, I'm Izzy Dakota Jones with the Twitch, and we want to give a shout out to what's your name again? Sorry,
DJ Malone.
DJ Malone. Yeah, so now I remember that. I got to think of Malone's Pub.
Definitely, man.
Right
Definitely, man. It's the one and only DJ Malone, Chicago 77.3. We out.
Yeah.
One.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.
Just you